In this video, we'll talk about ethnographic research. Ethnographic research is when a researcher immerses themselves in the environment of the participant. It's a great way to understand the challenges that users face in their everyday lives. Participants often have a difficult time remembering the little details of their everyday, which is why observing participants in their natural habitat is so powerful. Ethnography is best utilized in the early stages of software development lifecycle. It's a qualitative research method and takes the form of observing or shadowing the participant. Ethnography was adopted from the field of anthropology, in which anthropologists would immerse themselves in different cultures. At the start of research, participants may not feel completely comfortable in front of the researcher. Ethnographic studies can last for months, so eventually participants fall back into typical patterns and become comfortable with their observers. Prepare for an ethnographic study by recruiting participants, coordinating schedules so you can join the person in their home or workplace, determine what behaviors or routines you are looking to observe, and make sure you plan to be in the place that the behavior occurs. While conducting ethnographic studies, make sure to observe the participant intently. Take notes on things you find interesting, and if possible, you should take pictures or record audio and videos. From ethnographic studies, you'll gain immense amounts of data. Organizing and synthesizing the data can be time-consuming and challenging. Start by looking for patterns in participants' behavior. What makes them happy, frustrated, annoyed, etc. Then look across all your participants and see if there are any similarities. An example of an ethnographic study was conducted by the Palo Alto Research Center. It had researchers study how participants search for parking. They focused on how easy it was to understand the signs and how clearly marked parking areas were. The researchers gained an understanding of what worked and what didn't work. The advantages of ethnography are the ability to see your customers' habits, routines, and behaviors firsthand. You can identify unexpected behaviors and issues that you wouldn't have otherwise encountered in a usability study. You can learn about foreign customs, and it also gives you a holistic perspective of your customers or potential customers. Some cons are that ethnography relies on the researcher to interpret meanings and develop a greater understanding. Therefore, researchers may misinterpret what the participant does. Next, the observer bias, which is when participants act differently because they're being studied, is in effect here. Lastly, it takes participants time to warm up the researchers, so short ethnographic studies may not be ideal. Make sure to subscribe for weekly videos on product and UX.